everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk fashion, great deals, and good vibes. Let's get started. Today we're going to talk about Louis Vuitton to the stock market and how this came about. So I purchased a beautiful black empreinte leather speedy bandolier in the size 25, pre-loved from Poshmark. Stunning bag, but shortly after I purchased it, I realized that the bag and I were just not going to be able to have a relationship. The bag was it was too big for me. I thought by getting another classic Louis Vuitton that I would probably love it, but the bag was just too big for me. As a early bag collector, I decided early on that I only wanted to purchase bags that I would use and just use them, love them, and that I didn't need to worry about. I didn't ever want to buy anything that was so precious that I couldn't use it. So this fell into the category of not using it. So I made the tough decision to sell the bag. So quickly rewind. So I purchased the bag for $14.75 from Poshmark. Okay, so fast forward 6 months. So it took me about that long to sell the bag on Poshmark for the price that I wanted to. So I was able to sell it for $1,500. Well, Poshmark takes 20%, which is fine. They have a business to run. But what that meant for me was I took home $1,200. So purchased for $14.75 plus tax, got back $1,200. Okay, great. So I'm excited. I've got money in my pocket and I am ready to spend that $1,200. So I start looking at the Gucci Marmont bags. I have always had my eye on those. I really love the velvet colors, so that was like a potential option. I was looking at some small leather goods from Louis Vuitton, a Chanel wallet, which I was gonna have to add in a little extra money to get something Chanel. So all the while I'm looking for something to re-spend this money on. That loss, that potentially, that loss of about 20% or so, a little over 20%, it was in the back of my mind bothering me that I lost money on a bag that I didn't get to use, love, enjoy. So had I used the bag for a year and used it, loved it, wore it to death, and then consciously made the decision, I'm done with this, I'm gonna move on, release this with love, and then see what else is there, I would have happily taken that loss as far as, I got to use it and wear it, and I purchased it pre-loved. It's always better to have a gain, but that doesn't always happen. That's fine. But because I didn't get to use and enjoy the bag, this was in the back of my mind bothering me. And I think I know that's why I wasn't able to progress forward and purchase something else. So then I asked myself, how can I make this money back and essentially kind of start over with the funds that I originally started with? And for me, that answer was the stock market. And now this is where I insert my disclaimer that I am not I'm not a financial advisor. I don't work in the financial industry. I never have. But as a business student, or business major, was a business student at one point, I've always been interested in business and finance. So of course, I have made investments of my own. Of course, also watch things like CNBC, Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg. So it's just kind of always been a part of my DNA and who I am, being interested in business and finance. So great. So I make the decision. The stock market is what I'm going to do. I'm going to invest these monies. So then the next question is, what do I invest in? So again, we're working with $1,200 here. So right off the bat, so you've got your big players or heavy hitters. You've got Microsoft, Meta, Google, Apple, which all of these companies are great, but they're all very expensive. So, I wanted to get a little more bang for my buck. I did consider slow growth stocks, ones that paid dividends. So that included various banks, Procter and Gamble. Who else? My notes here. Verizon. So lots of options for dividend shares. However, I considered it money already spent, so I didn't want to go super safe and it take quite a while to gain the monies back. Granted, it is, any investment is a gamble. So I ultimately decided on Nvidia, and I paid $112.99 per share at the end of July. I'm happy to announce September 26th, it was $124.04 per share. So I just checked it a couple minutes ago and wrote it down. So as you can see, it has gone up, which is wonderful. My plan is to leave this investment in here for a year. Check it in a year. Well, I'll check it, throughout, but not feverishly, if you will. I'll keep an eye on it, check in with you guys every few months, something like that, and just we can talk about where the stock is at, what it has been doing, and hopefully come a year, it will have increased in value, preferably at least making me my original, the monies that I spent, that I'm wanting to gain back. So I'm just really excited to share this journey with you guys. That is my 2 cents. And I just want to say thank you so much, everyone, for watching this video. Please feel free to share any nice comments, preferably. And yeah, just thank you so much, everyone. Take care. And as always, enjoy shopping and investing. Bye.